Welcome to the quarterfinals of the African Cup of Nations 2006, replayed in PES 6. Since there is no patch that covers the entire competition, we use the 8 African teams that are part of the PES 6 original season patch. In the first quarterfinal, Ghana meets Angola. Both teams recently celebrated their first ever qualification for a World Cup, so we will see them again in Germany in June. Ghana was more dangerous in the beginning, like with this long shot saved by Angola goalkeeper Ricardo. After about 30 minutes, Angola attacks from the right wing with Loco and Zé Kalanga, but loses the ball. Chelsea midfielder Michael Essien, who is the most expensive African player ever after his move to England for €38 million in August 2005, passes the ball to his teammate Asamoah Gyan, who takes on the Angolan defense alone and scores the first goal of the day. Right back Loco not only attracts attention with his unusual haircut, but also has a great chance to equalize after this double pass, but misses. Angola gets stronger in the second half and attacks down the left. The ball lands in the middle for Mateus, who is surprisingly free and keeps his nerve. 1-1. And just a few minutes later, they can even take the lead as Loco is appearing in front of the goal again. But like in the first half, he misses his second chance of the day. Dramani, who has just replaced Udinese midfielder Muntari, tries from distance. Ghana right-back John Paintsil loses the ball to Angola captain Aqua, who plays to Mendonça, but his attempt from a difficult angle is too optimistic and misses the target clearly. Forward Matthew Amoa, who joins Borussia Dortmund. After the tournament has a good chance, but Ricardo makes another save. It seems hard to believe that this man is currently a free agent. It gets dramatic in stoppage time. Mantores, who is now on for Aqua, passes to Zekalanga, who crosses from the right and finds the freestanding Mendonça. Ghana's dream of the title seems to be over before it has really begun. But the Black Stars haven't given up yet. Led by Essien, they press for the equalizer. Amoa tries from a difficult angle. Ricardo seems to miscalculate the ball, and from the crossbar, it ends up with Dramani, who is completely unmarked and somehow manages to push the ball over the line. The game in Port Said goes into extra time. After the goal in stoppage time, Angola thought they were already in the semi-finals, and the shock of the last-second equalizer was profound. Ghana now had the advantage and took the lead through Appiah. 5 minutes later, Dramani finds Gyan, who dribbles around Ricardo and scores his second goal of the day. Angola tries to come back again, but the header by Mateus is too high. In the final minutes of extra time, Angola has another chance by forward Buengo. Ghana goalkeeper Richard Kingston makes a fantastic save. The final result is 4-2. The second match is Nigeria against Togo. After missing the World Cup in Germany, the Super Eagles want to do better in this tournament and have the first chance with Okocha. Togo surprisingly won its qualification group ahead of the 2002 World Cup quarter-finalists Senegal and has its first chance of this evening after 20 minutes, but is denied by Vincent Enyeyama. Romao plays a long ball to new Arsenal forward Emmanuel Adebayo, and the superstar of the team passes to Kader, who plays for French side Sochaux and scores the lead after 23 minutes. Togo continued to play carefree, After Keita's had a chance, Enyama gets angry and tries to wake up his front men. Stoppage time is already underway when Nigeria have their first clear chance to score. After Yobo's long ball and Okocha's lob, Mekenwa is free in front of goal but fails to beat Agasa. Nigeria lacks ideas and tries with a long ball to Agahoa, but his header is not dangerous at all. Adebayor is particularly closely guarded by the Nigerian defenders and only gets a few chances like this one. Mamam does not pay enough attention to Agahoa, who wins the ball, but is too hectic. The Super Eagles do not find a way to create another opportunity. Togo meets Ghana in the semifinals. South Africa misses the World Cup 2006, but will host the one in 2010. So this is a good opportunity to build the team and compete with the best teams on the continent. Cameroon is another big nation that will miss the World Cup after finishing second behind Ivory Coast. The whole team is built around superstar Samuel Eto'o from FC Barcelona. Ajax midfielder Steven Pienaar is one of the stars of the South African team and a one to watch closely in this tournament. His crosses are a constant threat, like this one that finds Bartlett. In the 19th minute, the South African defense is unable to clear the ball well. Galatasaray's midfielder Saido sees the chance and seizes it with this brilliant long-range shot to give Cameroon the lead. Zuma has the first chance to equalize for the South Africans, but is denied by Kameni. But after around 40 minutes, the Arminia Bielefeld striker gets on the ball again at the end of a nice combination and is able to score the equalizer for his team. Just before halftime, Jean McCone loses the ball in midfield. Zuma switches quickly and passes the ball on to Bartlett, who in turn immediately passes to the freestanding Pienaar. He has almost half the pitch in front of him and is able to run in alone towards Kameni. Espanyol's goalkeeper has no chance, and South Africa turn the game around before the break. In the second half, South Africa can even make it 3, but Bartlett misses another header. The Charlton Athletic forward gets another chance, but can't control the ball well enough to beat Kameni. Cameroon's best chance comes after Douala crosses from the left to Combe, but his shot is not precise enough to find the target. In the end, Cameroon can't come back into the game anymore and loses 2-1. Tunisia and Ivory Coast meet in the last quarter-final. Tunisia has won the 2004 African Cup of Nations in its own country and is now trying to defend their title, but need to stop the strong West African team that will make their World Cup debut in Germany and is led by Premier League stars like Kolo Touré and Didier Drogba. Yaya Toure initiates and finishes this attack, but can't beat goalkeeper Boum Nigel. Tunisia does not get any real scoring opportunities in the first half, besides this attempt by Jaziri that misses the target widely. The North Africans get better in the second half. Namuchi's shot is the first opportunity for the reigning champion. Arsenal, right back. Ebou looks for Chelsea forward, Drogba. The striker's header, which doesn't look too dangerous at first, slowly drops down for Boumnijel to intervene. Brazilian-born, Franceludo Santos was the hero when Tunisia won the cup 2 years ago. Here he has his first chance of the game after almost 80 minutes. In the final minutes of the game, Tunisia looks determined to decide the game before extra time. Jaziri has the big chance, but goalkeeper Tissier saves his team. The game goes into extra time. Didier Drogba has to carry his team and has another opportunity, but does not find the target. The pressure is increasing as they try to avoid the penalty shootout. After a corner kick, Yapi Yapo tries a long shot, but once again, the attempt is not good enough to score. And also, Kallo is not able to score the first goal of this evening in Cairo. Suddenly, Tunisia gets the big chance after a mistake by Arsenal defender Kolo Touré, but Guamambia does not take enough time to aim for the target properly. The last chance to decide the game in extra time is this shot by Yapi Yapo, but since he misses the game, now has to be decided in the penalty shootout. Drogba takes the first penalty for his team. Drogba, Guamambia and Kallo all scored. Now it is Ben Saida's turn. Since Tissier saved and Akale scored, Ivory Coast is now in advantage and Tunisia can't fail again. Good goalkeepers can make the difference in a penalty shootout. Like his attempts during the game, Yapi Yapo is not aiming well enough. And Namuchi's goal clinches a place in the semi-finals. Tunisia now meets South Africa. In the next episode, we will crown the African Cup of Nations champion 2006. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.
After beating Cameroon with superstar Samuel Eto'o, the 2010 World Cup host nation South Africa is ready for the semi-final against the reigning champions Tunisia. And the game couldn't have started better for the South Africans, with midfielder Steven Pienaar scoring the first goal on the sunny afternoon in Alexandria. Pienaar initiates another attack, and after McCarthy's fine pass, left back. Katza has the chance to score the second goal, but is denied by Tunisia's goalkeeper, Boumnijel. Pienaar takes the corner, and South Africa gets another chance. Tunisia needs to get into game before it is too late. Left-back Gemili is one of the best players in the tournament so far. Although his cross gets cleared first, the hero of the African Cup of Nations 2004, Santos, who helped Tunisia win the trophy in its own country, has the first opportunity for his team and almost equalizes. After the strong start of the South Africans, Tunisia is now the better team and puts pressure on their opponents. After a mistake in the defense of Bafana Bafana, Guamambia has a great chance to score, but South Africa, goalkeeper Merlin, saves his teammates. After taking a corner kick, Tunisia gets another shooting opportunity in the South African box, but South Africa can keep a clean sheet until halftime. We are now in the middle of the second half already. Tunisia struggles to create more chances, and Benny McCarthy has a huge opportunity to score the second goal for his team, but he misses. "15 minutes before the end, the Tunisian team finally finds a way to create a scoring chance again. Marlon makes another save. Essadiri came into the game in the second half and immediately had an impact. His corner finds Santos, but his header only hits the crossbar. Tunisia didn't come so close to equalize yet, but time is slowly running out. At the other end, McCarthy has another chance to decide the game, but again, Boumnijel stands in his way. As we all know, this takes its revenge at some point. 5 minutes before the end, Essadiri finds Guamambia, who scores to make it 1-1, unstoppable for Marlon. And things get even better for Tunisia, because just a minute later, it's Essadiri again, breaking through on the left and serving Santos perfectly in the center. But South Africa hits back immediately. Vilakazi has no trouble equalizing, sending the game into extra time. In extra time, both teams score another goal. First, it is Nomviti for South Africa. Then Carnell tackles Santos in the penalty area. The referee has no other choice. It's a clear penalty for Tunisia. With a little bit of luck, the player who is fouled scores to make it 3-3. McCarthy had already been able to decide the game for his team early and now misses his penalty. Boumnijel was decisive in the quarterfinals already and now saves another one. Essadiri misses despite a strong performance in the game. Tunisia already looked like the winner, but after 2 misses, South Africa is suddenly ahead. Nafti keeps his cool, and now any shot can decide. Shepard only hits the crossbar, and Bouazizi has the decision on his foot. He converts safely and takes his team to the final of the 2006 African Cup of Nations in Egypt. Ghana and Togo meet in the second semi-final. After 10 minutes, Paintso finds Amoa, who scores the first goal for the Black Stars that had beaten Angola in a thrilling quarterfinal. After their surprise World Cup qualification, Togo had eliminated Nigeria in the quarterfinals, but today they've somehow always been too late. Amoa's header gives Ghana a reassuring 2-goal lead. Adebayor, however, carries his team, and midfielder Roma actually manages to score a goal just before halftime. So the second half remains exciting. Former Bayern and current Roma defender Samuel Kuffour can only stop Adebayor with a foul. The resulting free kick, however, goes well over the goal. Unfortunately, the rest of the game is largely uneventful, as Ghana focuses on defense and Togo can't think of anything else to threaten the Black Stars. The final will therefore be Tunisia versus Ghana, while Togo will play South Africa for third place. Both teams have played some reserve players. However, Steven Pienaar starts today and is fouled by Forsson after 6 minutes. Van Heerden takes the free kick and Bartlett passes to Mabazela. South Africa's captain scores the first goal of the day early. But just a few minutes later, Togo almost equalizes. The post prevents an own goal by defender Morris. After Olifade's pass, Adebayor has the equalizer on his foot but doesn't hit the ball properly. And just a short time later, it is Mamam whose shot from the turn goes wide of the goal. Togo still has a lot of time to come back. The next chance for Togo, but Joseph saves the header by Adebayor. Midfielder Mustafa Salafu breaks through on the left. Joseph's first saves his powerful shots and then even manages to prevent Adebayor from scoring a sitter. Great performance by South Africa's number 2 goalkeeper today. Thanks to the early goal by Mabazela and a great goalkeeper performance by Josephs, South Africa beats Togo and finishes the tournament on 3rd place. Welcome to the Cairo International Stadium for the final of the 2006 African Cup of Nations. Tunisia defeated Ivory Coast in the quarterfinals and South Africa in the semifinals, both on penalties. Ghana prevailed in a dramatic match against Angola 4-2 after extra time and then deservedly defeated Togo 2-1 in the semifinals. Tunisia first won the trophy in 2004 and can now defend it directly. For the West Africans, it would be their first title since 1982. Here's a quick look at the two-team lineups before the final begins. The referee is Thomas Force from South Africa. Ghana starts more courageously and has the first chance of the game with a header from Amoa. And after 20 minutes, Asamoah again has the first real scoring opportunity of this final. But Boumediene saves his team once again. Shortly before halftime, the 39-year-old goalkeeper of Club Africain has problems saving Appiah's shot, but the game remains goalless. Shortly after the break, he intercepts a Ghanaian corner and fires a long shot. The ball lands at Chikawi, who catches his opponent off guard and tries to score with a lob, but the crossbar is in his way. Ghana remains the more active team and has the next chance after this attack with Muntari. The Tunisian counterattacks remain dangerous, and again, it is Chikawi. In the 64th minute, the moment finally arrives. Namuchi isn't properly challenged and puts his team in the lead with this precise shot. Richard Kingston can't stop it. With 10 minutes left, Ghana has a corner that is initially cleared. However, the ball comes back into the penalty area. Asamoah Gyan is there and scores to equalize. The score is 1-1, and we are going into extra time. This shot by Godwin is Tunisia's first chance in extra time. For Ghana, substitute striker Tachi Mensah has the best chance in the first half. In the second half, both teams become really dangerous again. First, it is Amo for Ghana, who with his last bit of strength, shots the ball at goal and narrowly misses. On the opposite side, Jaziri breaks through again in the last minute of extra time and forces Richard Kingston in the Ghana goal to make another important save. The penalty shootout has to decide. For Tunisia, it is the third time in 3 knockout games. Tunisia takes the first penalty. Both teams convert their first penalty safely. Then it's Jaziri's turn. Tunisia's missed shot puts him under pressure, and Tachi Mensah remains cool. Kodbani has a lot of luck. Otto is the 4th penalty taker for Ghana and can keep his team in the lead. Namuchi can now give Tunisia a 4-3 lead. All eyes are now on Michael Essien. The Chelsea player must score, but his missed shot seals the Black Stars' defeat. Ghana's players are on the ground, while Tunisia celebrates its successful title defense after 3 penalty shootout victories. It wasn't the greatest individual players like Eto'o, Draba, or Essien who prevailed, but rather the best team performance. Tunisia is a deserving winner who has never let setbacks get them down. Team captain Riyad Bouazizi accepts the trophy and proudly presents it to the many fans who cheered in the stadium in Cairo and at home. Asamoah Gyan of Ghana is the tournament's top scorer with 3 goals. Tunisian Essadiri provided the most assists. We congratulate the Tunisian team on their success. Thank you for your attention and stay tuned.